Hold on, how many of them are there?
It's 20.
There's Steven, James, Chib, Fall,
Bottle Rocket,
Dagnar,
Sables.
Kwame Two Shoes.
That's already 8. Kwame.
Well, there's Fid and Dull.
Yeah.
Fid and Dull.
Yeah.
But they wear one pair of pants.
Elbow Macaroni's not in a lot of videos, but
He's not.
Yeah.
I haven't seen
No.
him in a while, actually.
I don't know if he's still part of the group.
I thought there was a girl in there.
The Piv.
Yeah, I
That's
said
who
Fall.
it is. The Piv. Oh, what?
Fall.
Oh, Fall. Wait, was it Fall or the Piv? Do they have two girls?
They split. Like Morgan split from
Yeah.
Lilith.
Can you split a
in
Horcrux
Darkstalkers?
after it's been split?
You guys know a lot more about Sugar Pine 7 than I do.
You know, every time I watch Sugar Pine 7 video, I think about the movie Nell.
Okay.
You know how Nell had her weird language that
Yeah.
she could only speak with her twin because her plane crashed or whatever in the woods? Yeah.
Oh
that's
my
what I think
God.
about. You remember Nell?
Yeah, now I do. It's
There it
it's
is.
like a distant memory coming back.
Remember when Nell picks up her shirt in the bar because she thinks it's funny?
I
hot.
googled. I
And Liam
googled that.
Neeson's like-
I wanted to see what Jodie Foster looked like topless, and I knew it was happening in Nell, so I googled it, and I was impressed.
Oh, very good. Very good.
Someone will have to let Jody know.
Speaking of impressed, this episode is brought to you by Blue Apron. We'll hear more about them and their delicious meals.
What about Nell? Are we
the
going to
end of
hear
the
more
show.
about Nell after the show?
Nell likes to eat. She had to cook all on her own in
and
the woods.
and she had a nice set of chicken cutlets.
Oh!
How do you say breasts?
What?
Oh.
First question from Lapis Talas. Hey, Funhaus, I'm currently hungover after my first time being drunk, and I want to die. What do you guys do to alleviate a hangover?
I said get a drum kit. Drum it all out.
Oh, that's a great
Yeah,
idea.
sweat the hangover out. Don't wear ear protection because it'll rattle
Yep.
rattle all the toxins out of your brain.
I have a real actual remedy for this. I believe it is something that people say to do, which is masturbate. You can masturbate as much as you want, pretty much all of the time, hungover or not.
Yeah.
And if you are hungover, it will feel better. Take it from me.
On a related note, I've never had a hangover, and I think it's because of that.
That's you're constantly
I thought you were
masturbating.
gonna say you've never masturbated.
That makes sense.
I usually wake up, already mid coitus. So.
Oh, wow.
Coitus with
It's
your
like the scene in Ghostbusters when Dan Aykroyd gets raped by a ghost.
yeah,
Remember
oh
that?
yeah, I love that scene.
That's what happens to John.
Okay.
Except it's not a ghost and it's not rape. It's him.
Masturbating.
I'm kind of an old world person, so I believe in old world remedies, and so a snake bite is the best way to get rid of a hangover. I
mean the
guarantee
shot-
you
the
get
shot?
bit by a snake.
No, you mean the shot. It's the snake bite, right? Is that what you're talking about? The drink?
No. A snake bite. An
actual
actual snake bite, like a cobra or better. If you can get bit by one of those things, I guarantee you will not be thinking about your headache.
Anybody else?
I like to go to, when the room's spinning and you don't feel like you're winning. I do the opposite. I go somewhere that spins. So
Oh.
I go to like an amusement park.
That's a
and
great
I
idea.
I ride the
Like the
coasters.
teacups.
Yeah, I go on the teacups.
Yeah.
I go to the whatever the whirly derv, the spin-a-woo.
No, those are Sugar Pine 7 members.
Oh,
Matt Peak, what about you? What do you do when you're hungover? I know you're not hungover very, very often, but what do you do?
Just try and hydrate and then hydrate next time while you're drinking so you don't get hungover at all.
What you do is you take the bottle, you stick your flaccid dick in the bottle with the. Is this what you're talking about?
Yeah,
with
that's
the
exactly what
straw
he's
in the
talking about.
top, and then that you let the water leak out, but then you pull out the straw, which creates suction, which is a constant suction on your dick. Then you try and get hard.
I've actually seen Matt do that. So.
Yeah, so that's what
okay.
he
All
meant.
right, that's what I
what
thought.
do they do in Star Trek?
Just exactly what James just described.
They're so wise in
Klingon.
the future.
Yeah.
Next question from In Papa We Trust. The members of Funhaus are trapped in a reality where everyone is an 90s sitcom character. What stereotypical 90s sitcom character does each member become?
I'll be the wisecracking kid.
Nice.
There's always a wisecracking kid.
Precocious.
But I want to like to be like 8 or 9 years old. However, I'd like to look the same way I look now. So with a beard and, a 35-year-old, 36-year-old man. But I'd like to be the wisecracking child that says funny stuff and people always laugh at.
But that means you'll get caught up in the Feldman pedo ring. You don't want that.
Was there a Feldman pedo ring?
Oh,
Oh,
big
yeah.
time.
I mean, it
Oh,
wasn't
yeah.
his ring. It's
Yeah, I was
named,
gonna say, did
it's
he-
named for him.
Did
Yeah.
he start
But
the
not
Feldman
after
It's
pedo
the
ring?
Feldman Memorial pedo ring.
In his honor.
My favorite 90s characters have always been the really cool guy.
Yeah.
The older cool guy.
The Fonz?
Like the Fonz or Cody. right? From Step by
Oh
Step.
yeah.
Sure.
Lived in a
But
van,
then the
you
more
know.
you think about it, you go, this person may be homeless,
Yeah.
and they also might be mentally handicapped. Like, the more you think about it.
Yeah.
But that's who I want to be.
I would be the foreigner. So
Okay.
you're Perfect Strangers,
Balky.
Balky.
Funny
Yeah.
accent.
You're Fresh Prince Jeffrey. Basically, I'm
forgot
there
about
for
Jeffrey.
comedic brevity relief to provide an external viewpoint. But I can't step out of my place. I need to know my place, otherwise you guys are gonna ship me back. But I don't get all your customs.
Yeah.
What accent would you adopt?
Hey everybody.
Wow,
Wow,
so
it's like
me.
she's from a different place.
Like Canada, I guess.
I can
No, I'm
barely
just-
understand her.
No, the joke was that I was just talking like the rest of you.
oh, that's
it-
how we sound?
This is
Okay.
just not as unfunny as a 90s sitcom.
I'd be the one that wears a vest.
The best guy.
I'll be vest guy, yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm always showing up with that vest. Over a t-shirt, over
Yeah.
a button-up.
Anything.
Just got that vest, though.
That's all you do?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I like this character more than Elise's character. That
What?
doesn't-
Everyone loves vest.
But at least it's a wacky accent.
Y'all are yokels.
Oh,
There it is.
there it is. The audience goes crazy.
The foreigner always gets the last laugh.
I know what stereotypical 90s character I'd be.
What's that?
Scrappy Doo. I would.
You just picked a character and said you'd be
What?
him.
People
That's-
hated Scrappy
Oh,
Doo.
yeah.
Let's hear him out.
Okay, all right.
No. It's not just. I'm talking about the Scrappy Doo archetype.
Oh, okay, all right, yeah.
So
Oh, or like Zizou, or what's his name?
I'm not
from
familiar.
Flintstones? Okay.
I'd be kind of younger, smaller than like the main character.
Yeah.
And I'd go, yabba dabba doo, puppy power. Is that what he
you
says?
got-
No,
that
you,
was a
you
Flintstones.
combine Flintstones, which does have that Martian character that
Yeah.
comes in, or whatever.
With a
He's time
hint
traveler.
of Rudy from the Cosby Show.
Yeah, you did have a little Rudy in there too.
Yeah.
Let's just say you'd be like a midget version of Jesse from Full House.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's way better. Okay.
Yeah.
Totally,
yeah,
I
okay.
can see it.
Matt Peak.
I'd be the older or younger responsible sibling, depending on.
Wait a minute, hold on. Wouldn't it typically be
You
an
get
older?
written off before the second
Well,
season.
maybe the main character is older than me, so
Yeah.
I'm the younger.
Oh, is that the
responsible.
twist?
He'd be the 4-year-old that tells Bruce not to go to the rap party because there's a lot of producers there with keen eyes.
Wait, so you just want to be a character that's responsible?
Yeah, that's it.
Probably. I mean,
That's
yeah.
all.
He'd be the neighbor, but not the wacky one.
Oh, he'd be
the
like
neighbor that you don't see.
He'd be like the Wilson.
Wilson.
Home
Yeah, he'd be
Improvement.
Wilson.
Mr. Fister writes, you're going back to college and have to throw a party. What do you do to make it the greatest party the universe has ever seen?
University.
I thought it was the universe as well, but it did say the university.
Oh. I prefer my version of the question.
Well, building on Lawrence's version of the question, you have it at the planetarium.
You mean the planetarium?
There's only one T. The planetarium.
So you mean that's just where they have the laser show?
Yeah, but you can see all the stars, so you throw a party there, and it's the greatest party in the whole universe.
They're a bunch of,
Because
like-
literally, you can see the universe above you.
There are a bunch of like 8 and 9-year-olds there.
It's going to be a great party when he goes around correcting everyone's pronunciation of planetarium.
And then I take him outside to the front, and I point
Do
out
you see?
That's, that's how
It
the
says
party
right
begins.
there.
Slaps the
One
drink out
T.
of his hand.
I've always thought it would be a great party idea to hire a bunch of celebrity impersonators, but only celebrity impersonators of dead celebrities. So you'd feel like you were, traveling into the past or maybe in some weird interdimensional realm.
Lawrence did
Are
that for
they-
his girlfriend. He's a real romantic.
Yeah. I hired an Elvis impersonator to sing to her.
There you go. You should have had Elvis and John Lennon and Tom Petty.
And also, you missed out on the entire point of this. No one's ever done a party with all heroin. They've never done a party with all heroin at the party as the party drug.
You
so
sure?
we're going to have who's done that?
I mean, I don't know, but I feel like somewhere
I
there
don't
must
think there's
have
ever been a party that's had heroin all throughout the party. Can you imagine all these teens getting high on heroin? And I mean, like, there's got to be some cool topless chick at this party, right? And she's probably doing heroin.
Yeah, but she's probably like dead. Peak.
Yeah.
Can you top the heroin party?
I think people need to be hydrated at this heroin
I
party.
think I can. Yes, hydrated. Okay, I'm back in college, so I go on MySpace.
I like this. I like the
And-
start of this.
I like it
answer.
too.
Type in a radius, something that is logical that people might show up to, and you just friend request every single female, and then invite them to the party.
Damn!
That picks run my bitches!
And then you fucking give them
Nice.
heroin, and then they all
that
get
Peak sits
fucking
on the chair,
passed
and
out.
one at a time they climb on and go for a ride.
We actually did that in college, and it
What?
Not the heroin
Holy
part.
shit, Matt Peak is not at all responsible
Matt
to
Peak,
younger
you're
or
at an
older
orgy
subjects.
it
in
was
college?
great.
Did it work?
It worked. Yeah, a lot of girls showed up.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Matt Peak, you're crazy.
We didn't talk to any of them though.
Elise, you want to take us to the next one?
Okay, I wanted to hear more about the MySpace Strangler.
Oh, everybody does. Everybody does.
This is from Chris Hansen 1. After being unemployed for about a year, I finally got an interview at a job that's in my field. How can I assert my dominance in said interview, guaranteeing that I will not lose said job to another person?
I would say just come in with a heroin needle dangling right out of your arm.
You bet.
Plunged in, by the way, because they're going to check.
Here's what I think you do. Because presumably the person you're interviewing with is your boss. So what you do to assert dominance in that interview over them is you book a vacation for the two of you to Hawaii.
Whoa.
Okay, now hear me out.
That's really nice.
At the hotel at the resort, get them the penthouse. So that way, they have to take the elevator farther up than you do, okay? That's going to
okay.
be their time wasted riding that elevator to the top floor.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
I see that.
All right, then you go out to dinner, take the check, pay the bill, show them how much money you've got.
But
Okay?
then you may not need the job.
Also dominant. So
That's right.
dominant.
Is she describing a male-female relationship?
That's what I'm saying is you show that boss who's boss.
I like that.
I think everyone's focused too much on social dominance. Physical dominance is key. If you're the only person that interviews, you're gonna get the job.
That's true. You're right.
So you just wait outside of the office. When the next candidate comes in, you'll know who they are because they'll be dressed a little nice. Maybe they'll have a resume. You tackle them down, beat the shit out of them.
Yep.
They never make it to the interview. When it's your time to do the interview, you do it. Doesn't matter what you do because you're the only one that showed up.
100%. I
get the job.
Totally
Amen,
agree.
brother.
John?
Well, I mean, at least talking about social dominance, you're talking about physical dominance.
Yeah.
I was thinking more kind of emotional dominance.
Oh, okay.
Because, as you guys may know, I was kind of hired because of someone we knew, a mutual
Yeah,
connection,
mutual friend,
Scott
yes.
Moschella.
Yeah.
But, you know, this person may not, you know, have a mutual friend with their employer. So what they can do is they can just go and kidnap one of their relatives and hold them hostage
Yes.
and then reveal that information to them in the interview. And they say, you know, why do you think you should be hired for this job?
Right.
And they would reply, because if you ever want to see your kid again,
That's
You-
like the
you
plot.
slide them
Yeah.
like Polaroid of,
Of
their
their-
kid
yeah,
holding
their
up a
kid.
newspaper.
The kid
Yeah.
holding up your resume.
Yeah, exactly, and it's
yeah.
updated.
I would assert mental dominance because you guys have done emotional, physical,
I took everything.
and the other ones. But the mental dominance is, all I do is present them one web page, and that web page is the Harry Potter Sorting Hat quiz. And if they do not get Gryffindor, because they will not, I will get the largest Gryffindor percentage. I usually get around 93 to 95.
That's very high.
That's very high for Gryffindor. And if they get a Ravenclaw or a Hufflepuff,
Huffle bitch.
oh my gosh. All I do is call them a pussy the entire interview. What a
Ravenclaws are
pussy.
diligent, smart, hard workers.
Hufflepuffs are the
bitches.
life of the party.
They bring the heroin.
The great.
Peak, how would you get the job?
First thing that comes to mind is you watch some Star Trek Next Generation and watch how Will Riker sits down, and you always sit down like that.
Hold on.
Can he
So
not
demonstrate
bend
to
his
me
knees?
because I don't know how.
Oh, come on.
He can't bend his
I
knees,
know.
right?
He never bends over.
Wait, does he do that?
Yeah.
His
Every time.
spine's broken.
He has a bad back.
I had
Every
no
time.
idea.
There
No,
it
you
is.
can't bend your.
Wow.
Can't.
Yep.
Power
There you
move.
go.
I'd hire that man.
Seamless.
You're hired. Next question, John.
Nabs Pro asks, what do you make or buy to eat when you guys went broke?
Not a lot of people know this. Not a lot of people think about this. You don't eat when you're sleeping. So just drug yourself to be asleep all the time.
Heroin.
Yeah.
Heroin's
Oh,
back.
okay.
As you guys know, I like to drink my food. Even though I'm a millionaire now, I still drink my food.
It's true.
But even if I was poor, I'd drink my food. So I think you invest in a blender, just blend anything. You can blend anything, and as long as you're drinking it, it'll cost less than if you're making it normally.
This is something I actually did for a while, which
does.
is anything canned is cheaper, especially fish.
It's true.
That's like John's motto.
Not wrong.
There's a wonderful recipe called Fisherman's Delight.
Oh, yeah.
You throw in a couple eggs, some chopped onions, and a few cans of sardines. Bake in the oven at 500 degrees. It's wonderful. You put it on some toast, The only downside is that your house and you smell like
you
fish for
stink
like a week.
all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Well, you can't afford to buy a house because you're eating so much fish on toast, millennial. I think that when you're broke and you need cash, you got to do it. You got to treat it like a mental thing. So, you are what you eat. Quiche. You gotta make the quiche to make the quiche.
Okay.
So you're cooking quiche?
So you eat quiche.
You'll be cooking quiche.
I love quiche.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's really good.
What's
like
the
egg
word?
pie.
Quiche.
Say it with me now.
Quiche.
What do you make?
Frittata.
Quiche.
Oh, quiche. Matt Peak, what about you?
Truthfully, I would look into like wholesale bulk items.
Oats.
I've saved a lot of money on breakfast with those oats. There's certain markets you can go find that have like just big sacks of, beans.
Oh.
No, that's another good one. Beans are more or less,
just
depending on
bad.
what the
Oats are like
nutritious.
bread.
Oats and beans. for breakfast.
Not only, but
Oats and
they're
beans.
they're
That's
something
what the British. That's like a British breakfast. Oats and beans.
All right, JGT40 asks or says, YouTube drama is all the rage these days. Which YouTube channel are you going to call out so you can rake in the view?
It's not a YouTube channel, but I would call out a specific MySpace page.
Is it Blue Apron?
Luring young women.
It's MP or Matt P. I don't remember exactly what it was.
No, we made a profile for our house.
Oh my gosh!
Oh,
Stop giving us
boy.
information.
I know. Yeah, it's getting worse and worse.
You're indicting yourself right now.
Sneak and peek.
What was the name of the house?
Puss
The
house.
Stabbing Cabin?
Oh, he's gonna find it.
Stabbing Kevin.
All right, I'm calling out that Blue Apron YouTube channel.
Oh, that's a great segue. This week's episode of Open House is brought to you by Blue Apron. You probably know Blue Apron as the gourmet delivery service, but what's a good meal worth without a little something to drink on the side? Expand your palate with Blue Apron's wine boxes. At only $10 a bottle, you can discover new wines every month from Napa, Bordeaux, and beyond. Every box includes 6 new wines which you can customize with the style and varieties you love. If you're not a wine connoisseur, don't worry. Blue Apron's custom tasting notes teach you how to identify flavors and aromas of each wine. Each bottle is slightly smaller than standard and perfectly sized for 2 to share over a meal, which also means you won't be drowning in half-finished bottles. Start discovering new wines today. Get $25 off your first wine box by going to blueapron.com/openhousewine. That's HAUS. Enjoy perfectly sized wines that come with custom tasting notes to help you become a wine aficionado. That's blueapron.com/openhousewine. Blue Apron, a better way to cook.
Quiche.
Quiche.
Nice quiche. Supposed to
Do you think?
whisper.
Oh, they should have a quiche recipe on Blue Apron.
Quiche. I think they do. Quiche.
Do they have? Oh, I think there was one. I think we missed it.
Damn
it!
Monkeys, because they eat like fermented bananas and just get fucked up.
I was gonna say monkeys too, because they blow each other.
I mean, I was gonna say muscular shark.
It's a good one.
I was gonna say the frog that the monkey uses to masterbate himself with.
Wait, does he fuck the mouth of the frog?
Yeah,
absolutely.
I hate that video.
Monkeys are so smart. Elise, what about you?
Probably the little bunny that's in the glades, and then